Welcome to my new rig. This is a 40-foot RV. I've seen these things driving down highways in the USA, but they don't exist back home in Europe. God, it's so tight. I can't really relate to them because I like my camping minimalist. Overlanding, don't really get to shower very often. But since I'm all about being open to new experiences, I want to understand the appeal of RV life. A remote-controlled bidet. Oh yeah. Ah! Especially now that my truck is at the mechanics. So come along and see how this European navigates the quirks of RV life. Well, I'm covered in diesel. And ultimately, what I think of this all-American version of camping. It was terrifying. All right, let's go into my new Mac mansion on wheels. Oh my God, check it out, it's huge. Okay, we're gonna take a tour of this thing later on. First, we need to figure out how to drive it. It's so strange that it's all the way here. This way. Oh my God, I am a bus driver.
There's drive, neutral, and reverse.
Got it. Any RV driving tips for me?
Both hands on the steering wheel. The wind is a huge factor.
Oh my God, I've never driven anything this big. This is a 40-foot RV. And I don't even need any special license to drive it, which is kind of wild because I really feel like you should have to have a special license to drive a vehicle of this size. The first challenge of the day is doing a 3-point turn and getting out of this lot. This was supposed to be a 3-point turn. It is currently a 5-point turn. I'm estimating another 2 points. Yeah, I think I can make this a 10-point turn. Come on. Yes! What I really want to do next before getting on the highway is practice driving her around. All right. I'm gonna practice some turns. Oh yeah, I just want to put it out there that I paid $550 in insurance for the 2 days that I'm driving this thing. Alright, backing up. Oh my God, she is huge. Can't see anything. Gentle, gentle. Come on, little girl. You can do it. You can do it. Oh yes! Yes, yes, yes! I'm so proud. Okay, I think I'm ready. Let's do it. I really struggled with where to drive my giant Death Star. The highway would be a bit scary because of the trucks and the speeds, but the back roads, would I even fit? There's like 5 cars behind me. Worried about my size, I opted for the highway. So a few impressions from driving a 40-foot RV on a highway is you are so aware of how giant this thing is. Every time I pass under a bridge, I'm like, it's like ducking. So it feels like I'm not gonna fit. And then every single car that passes me feels tiny. You know, even those guys. Wild camping is not an option in this thing because it's 40 feet long. My palms are sweaty. So I'm driving 50 miles to a special RV park that's suitable for giant rigs. More and more people take holidays in RVs and camper vans all around the world. In the United States alone, 25 million Americans RV every single year. But it comes with a hefty price tag. The class of RV that I am driving costs an average of $400,000 to buy. Okay, I guess I'm glad I got that insurance after all. Alright, here we are. Oh, how do I get in here? Oh, God, it's so tight. Jeez, these air brakes. This is not the end because I still have to back into my spot. So I'm just gonna go check in. How did I do?
Great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was so scary. It was terrifying. Welcome to my park up for the weekend. This is just a run-of-the-mill KOA campsite, the kind you might actually stay at if you live in an RV. I think I'm done. So RV campsites are often not cheap. I paid $160 for 2 nights. Granted, that includes electricity, water, sewage disposal, games and entertainment, a pool, toilets, cable TV, internet, a playground, but still not cheap. part of the reason why I wanted to get this specific RV, this ginormous 40-foot RV, is because I'm obsessed with slide outs. Now, in case you're not from the US and you don't know, slide outs in an RV are those things to the side over there. So let's slide it out. Wait, there's more. I'm giving you a tour of this place tomorrow, but for now, I just need to expand the last two. So wild. Here's the next step. I need to plug this giant thing into the outlets here. So they have water, they have electrical, they have all this fancy stuff. But I'm not totally sure how to plug it all in. This opens up. Whoop. The power is on. We don't currently need water because we still have a full tank. And this unassuming tiny little thing, that is something I'll do in 2 days from now. And that is the sewer. You know, one of the things I love the most about RV culture are the names that some of these RVs have. Because usually they're either based on some really dreamy remote location that people dream of, or they have a name that evokes like a sense of adventure and nature and power sometimes. So let's have a little walk around and see what some of these guys are called. The Mighty Crusader, Montana, Reflection, and of course, how could we forget the Four Winds, the Greyhawk, the Arctic Fox, AF. AF means something a little bit different to me, but let's go with Arctic Fox. The Colorado, ladies and gents. South Wind, the Flagstaff, Stealth, and of course we've got the Wolfpack. Hey guys, I thought I'd jump on here real quick to let you know that over on Patreon, which is my subscription only page, I've just started releasing a new series of videos called the Director's Commentary series. In these videos, I take you behind the scenes of all of my YouTube videos going forward. I kind of show you some of the behind the scenes. You're looking at this was like an hour of my life where I was so stressed out, share some anecdotes and stories from a kind of insider's perspective. You're probably wondering who G is. I'll get to that. I've given you a deeper, more personal and intimate understanding of all the work and all the adventure that goes into making every single video that I post here on YouTube. You know what? Honestly, I kind of went into this experience thinking, oh God, this is so, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. It's too much. It's just so over the top. But actually, I really loved it. If you wanna access it, if you're interested, go over to my Patreon page. I'll see you there. All right, back to the video. You know what I think is the most amazing thing about all of this? Is that you have an entire kitchen. It's like a freaking gas stove. There's a microwave, there's a sink. So I'm making a gourmet dinner. Now, keep in mind, my gourmet differs a little bit. For example, it includes these butter and herb smashed potatoes. They're powdered. Woo! Spinach, potatoes. I think it's gourmet. Is it gourmet?
Pretty gourmet.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Such a lovely book. It's about a seagull who broke away from his flock in order to learn to fly perfectly. And here he is speaking to his flock upon his return. He spoke of very simple things. That it is right for a gull to fly, that freedom is the very nature of his being, that whatever stands against that freedom must be set aside, be it ritual or superstition or limitation in any form. Set aside, even if it be the law of the flock? The only true law is that which leads to freedom. There is no other. I can't believe I'm in a car making popcorn.
That's just
Gruesome. Wallpaper. Adjective. Noun.
Back up.
And of course, the bedroom alone is bigger than my entire truck. And I'm gonna give you a full tour of the RV tomorrow. But for now, I am exhausted. I think like learning how to drive this thing, then driving her, then setting up was a little bit stressful for me, I gotta say, because I had no clue what I was doing. So I'm ready for bed. This morning, I'm off for a run, but I just realized that driving this giant thing to the trailhead is not gonna happen. I guess that's why most RVers have backup cars. And this is G's truck, which he's lending me for a couple of hours. Bye! When you say Utah, I guess most people think Red Rocks, Zion National Parks, and Moab. But this is also Utah. And it's pretty spectacular, especially out here where it's just you and the landscape. All done, and now I get to do something that I almost never do in Odyssey because it's just such a hassle. I'm about to take a warm shower. It's cold. No, it was supposed to be so perfect. Having a proper shower is just one perk I've been enjoying in the RV. Let me show you everything else. Hey, I'm Ava. Welcome to my crib. Come on over. This here is my cockpit. This is the living space. We got tons of storage on both sides, right here, right here. We got seating room enough for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people. So guests, come on over. There's a table, full-size table, very nice. This is the kitchen space with a microwave, an oven. No, that's a stove. There is no oven. With a sink and a full-size fridge and freezer. Check this out. Oh yeah, it's completely empty because I brought no food. And over here, let's keep going. Over here we've got a full-size shower cabin. This is the bathroom space. And I'm gonna demonstrate that this is indeed a full-size shower cabin. It is phenomenal. I'm not gonna turn it on right now because I'm fully clothed, but you get it. And here there is a little sink, some mirrors, some vanity lights, and over here something that you don't get very often in the United States. It's called a bathroom. I'm kidding, you do get washrooms, but you don't get bidets very often, I don't think. And this toilet here has a remote controlled bidet, which I have used, and I have to say it was very pleasant. Anyway, apart from the bidet, we've got another sink and more cupboards here. Onto the bedroom. Now this is pretty phenomenal. It is so deeply insulated because of all the fabric and all the wood that's here that it's very quiet to sleep in. And it's a huge king-size bed. I have no idea what kind of size bed it is, but it is super comfortable. It's so good. And this completes the tour of my RV. Oh wait, I forgot about the craziest thing about the RV. It's a washing machine. Oh my god, so you can actually go for a run, do life, and then literally put the washing machine on. This is what happens when you put the washing machine on in the RV. So here's the thing, I've got this RV for a couple of days, just for a weekend, so I don't really know what it's like to live in one, but Kathy and Mike, our neighbors here, have agreed to show me around their RV. This is Kathy and Mike. They've spent 5 years RVing full-time across the United States. And when I grow up, I want to be like them because these guys are still traveling at 70 plus.
Well, we're 72 years old, and I don't think we'll be doing it at 80 as far as much traveling, but we still might be going on rallies and joining other people for things.
Yeah, driving from home to someplace and staying for a week and then coming home would be our next viable option.
And what's your favorite thing about RVing?
Freedom.
Yeah.
The ability to let's go someplace.
So this is your home?
And this was the only home we had from 2016 until February of 2021. Now we live in the Sticks and Bricks house half-time and this half-time. 6
can visit, 4 can stay, 2 live here. So we can have 6 people in here, 2 here, 2 there, and a couple over there.
Right.
They can visit. We can have 4 for dinner.
Yep.
And then after that, they get to go home because it's ours.
Is there anything that you ever miss about like being in a house?
getting more than 10 feet away from each other at times can be an issue.
How does it compare, like living in a house versus living in an RV? Is it comparable, the cost?
A month in the RV can be as expensive or inexpensive as you want it to be based on, are you driving or did you go in someplace and you're paying to stay there for 30 days?
And just based on my understanding of what we've done for 7 years, living in the RV full time was a little more expensive than living in a house.
Okay.
But not much, because when you're not driving the RV, you're paying for a place to live.
Maybe you end up paying a little bit more, but at the same time, it's a lifestyle, right? You're traveling, you're getting that out of it. So you're not living in one spot, sedentary, you're actually getting to experience.
You're on vacation all the time.
And that wraps up my weekend in an RV. I'm gonna share my impressions with you in just a moment, but first, we need to get this baby ready for the road. And that's a challenge in its own right. It's like that nightmare scenario, you know, when like you're having a nightmare, you're in a room and all the walls are closing in on you. It's kind of like that. Speaking of, has anyone ever made an RV-themed horror movie? Ah, she's coming too close. I feel like that would be really relatable for a lot of people. One last thing before we leave. Not the most pleasant, but very much essential. We need to clean out the sewage water. Okay, plug this in. Oh, it does not smell great. It does not smell great. Oh no. Oh yeah. Ah! I hope it doesn't do that once it's flowing, if you know what I mean. Okay, good. Should I risk it? I feel like I should just go for it. Okay, grey water. Let's do it. Oh! Oh shit, it's leaking! Oh no, it's leaking! Oh my god, it smells so bad. Okay, we've just found a different nozzle, so we've switched it, and hopefully this is going to be better. And I'm gonna turn on the sewage tank because you only live once. Oh no! Oh no, it's leaking! A little bit, not too much. Oh, not the kind of sounds you'd want to hear first thing in the morning. Oh, it smells pretty bad. Oh, we're done! Oh, thank God. Let's finish up with the grey water. Oh. This is probably the number one reason why I would not want to live in an RV. Not number one and number two. Get it? One last thing before returning the Death Star. So obviously, because of the size of this thing, you can't just fill her up at any old gas station. You have to take her to a truck stop because that's the only way that it'll fit. So we covered about 90 miles during this trip, and I'm really curious to see how much gas we've used. I heard that she's a pretty thirsty beast, so it's time to pay. It's still going. Come on. Still going. 90 miles to be specific. We covered 90 miles. And so far it's costing us, oh shit! This is the first time that's ever happened, I swear. Holy shit. Well, I'm covered in diesel, and this party cost us $137 exactly. So, would I choose this RV over my little truck? It's so much more comfortable. It really feels more like an actual house than a vehicle. I can definitely see why people do RV life. It's great. But personally, I prefer the freedom and flexibility of Odyssey, a truck that I can take absolutely anywhere. So, safe to say, I loved my RV experience, but I'm so excited to get back into Odyssey and go into the mountains once again. Coming up next week.